شباب مسلم إخوان مؤمنين
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونعوذ بك من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فهو المهتدي ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I welcome you to another episode of Bliss Communication Ramadan Lecture 1442 AH, and today I'll be highlighting the qualities of Khadijah bint Khuwaylid. Khadijah bint Khuwaylid was of Quraysh descendants, and she happened to be the first wife of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Khadijah bint Khuwaylid was a wealthy businesswoman. She was known as Khadijah Kubra, which means Khadijah the Great. She was hardworking and diligent. Are you hardworking and diligent? That's one question I want you to ask yourself. Khadijah was already born of a rich. She had the money she needed, but she did not desist from working harder. She worked harder. Are you working harder? Please, let's forget about coming from a rich background. You might not come from a rich background and become rich out of working hard. So take this route. The second thing I want you to note about Khadijah bint Khuwaylid is her observancy. She was observant. Prophet Muhammad was introduced to Khadijah as a trading agent. And when Prophet Muhammad started working with her, she discovered that Prophet Muhammad would always go on trading expenditure and come back with accurate record of trading. She recorded profits, more of profits. She recorded multiplicity of her trading. So this attracted her to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And it led her showing interest in Prophet Muhammad through a wali, a trusted adult, a trusted elder. She didn't consider Prophet Muhammad as a servant, someone she was paying. So she sought the help of an elderly person who could help her convey her interest to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam more. This is what is found wanting in our today's world. Female will propose to males openly, and they will expect the male to accept the proposal. This is not done. When Khadijah wanted to propose to Prophet Muhammad, she sought the help of an elderly person who did the proposal on her behalf. Khadijah did not say, after all, I'm rich. After all, he was working under me, so I can control him anyhow. She was not arrogant. Khadijah was humble with her wealth. Can you be humble with your wealth today? Can you consider people working under you? Can you be observant towards the people working under you? These are the qualities Khadijah bint Khuwaylid had. And after the proposal, Prophet Muhammad had accepted the proposal. Khadijah went further to entrust her wealth, her properties, in care of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. She gave her all to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and was ready to support him. Can you give all your wealth to your husband? Let me go back to the first word. What Prophet Muhammad, the qualities of Prophet Muhammad that attracted Khadijah to him. Khadijah bint Khuwaylid saw that Prophet Muhammad was trustworthy. He was giving accurate accounts of tradings. He was sincere with everything. As a man, can you be sincere with your wife without having to tell some white lies or black lies? This is one thing we should learn from Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is our quintessential example. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Laqad kana lakum fi rasulillahi uswatun hasanatun. He is the one sent by Allah to serve as our guardian, to guide us in this world? Are you following him the way he should be followed? This is a question you should ask yourself as the male, as the man. And the woman, ask yourself, can you entrust your all to your husband? Can you give him the benefit of doubt? That goes back to the kind of man we marry. Do you look at the material thing when you want to marry your husband, or you look at the qualities that Khadijah looked at to marry Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? There were suitors older than Khadijah, richer than Khadijah, that walked up to her, that wanted to marry her. They were influential people that showed interest in Khadijah bint Khuwaylid. They wanted to marry her. They wanted to possess her. They wanted to share in her influence, and she also shared in their influence. But Khadijah bint Khuwaylid turned them down. She wanted a man of good qualities. Do you also want a man of good qualities, or a man with a bulgy pocket? It is better you choose wisely. Material things don't last long. They are all vanity upon vanity. They take time. Just the passing of time, they are gone. Are you this kind of person who wants these material things, who wants these flashy things, or this person who sticks with good qualities? Most of the marriages, the problematic marriages we have these days, have their own red flags before the marriage. The woman must have been seeing some things in the man that she could not agree with, but she'll be thinking that it will change, I will change him, it will change, I will change him. These red flags are not to be overlooked. We should not look at these red flags. Let's consider the good qualities of men before marrying them, and not other things that accompany them, not the way they dress, not the way, and stuff like that. Let's consider their religion. Let's consider the good qualities. These are the things Khadijah bint Khuwaylid considered in Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam before sending a proposal to him. And after their marriage, she was the first person to believe in Prophet Muhammad when he brought the religion. Prophet Muhammad was resting in his cave as usual when he heard the word Iqra. He heard the voice Iqra. And when he was so scared, he did not run anywhere else. He did not run to his friend's house, Abu Bakr. He ran directly home to meet his wife, Khadijah bint Khuwaylid. Are you the kind of person your husband will run to in times of need? Are you the kind of person your husband will want to share his problems with? And when Khadijah had the fears of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what did she do? She went to consult a relative who had the opportunity of getting divine messages, and he told her, your husband is someone of Prophet Moses. And that assured her. She was the first person to accept Islam. Can you accept anything that comes from your husband? Okay, let's even come down to preaching. If your husband says he is ready to fulfill the second wife obligation, will you agree with him without doubting him? Will you agree with him even after providing all your needs? Let's ask ourselves these questions. Is there still other chapters of the Holy Quran you would not like your husband to fulfill at all, simply because he has married you? Let's consider this thing very well. Khadijah bint Khuwaylid is one of the notable women in Islam that we should emulate as Muslim women of today. Khadijah bint Khuwaylid has all the exemplary characters. Is it sincerity? Is it hardworking? She was hardworking. She was notable. She was supportive. She was everything a Muslim woman should be. Really, in following the footsteps of Prophet Muhammad and Khadijah bint Khuwaylid, we need to be observant as the humor of Prophet Muhammad. We need to be careful in our dealings. We need to know about these people. We need to know about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We need to know about Khadijah bint Khuwaylid to be able to follow her. Khadijah, right from time, has been sincere with her trade. She was observant of people working under her. She wasn't arrogant. She was conscious of qualities, virtues in people. She wasn't looking at the other material thing because they are all vanity upon vanity. As a spinster, as a married woman, please let's learn from Khadijah bint Khuwaylid. Let's all be called Kubra. Khadijah to Kubra. And I pray may Almighty Allah continue to shower His blessings on Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his household, and his companion. Thank you very much for joining me for today's lecture. I hope to see you next time. Thank you.